Tales of the Jedi. I loved it. How did you feel about it?
Yes. Oh, that was so good. I was like not thinking about Tales of the Jedi that much, but now that I've seen it, oh, it was awesome. I'm so happy. I understand you just finished it, so tell me your initial reaction.
Oh my gosh. The Dooku stuff is what I really wanted. Yeah, I like Ahsoka. I love Ahsoka. But I think we were really lacking the Dooku content. And
Yes.
for them to basically give him a little bit of shine in, three of these episodes, I thought it was great. It really put us into the mindset, what his mindset was at the time, when all the shit was going down. And you've developed some sympathy for him. And he was crushed. He was totally crushed with Qui-Gon being killed the way that he was. But he could see, I mean, he saw it. He saw it with the I don't remember the name of the planet, but how the senators people were being
Hmm.
treated, and they basically had nothing. And they were so desperate that they kidnapped his son. But even the son was like, Dad, you treat these people like shit. So he was disgusted by how the Republic was letting their people be treated. And he was disgusted by how ingrained the Jedi Council had become in the Republic. So I loved it. I really should. I'd watch a show. I just watched a show with the shit that happened with Dooku. Obviously, I was disappointed with what happened with Yaddle.
Yeah.
But oh, that part was rough. And of course, Palpatine stands back there smiling while the shit is happening. It's just like, God damn you. But yeah, I they totally had me with the Dooku stuff for sure. Um, what about you? How did you feel about the Dooku parts?
Oh yeah, I totally agree. I think that the Dooku is my favorite of the two storylines that we got. And it's really because we don't know as much about him, and this really works well to fill in the gaps and make us sympathize with his character and what led to his beliefs. And like you understand it, you know? So it's really interesting to learn because we really don't know as much about that character. So I loved it. And I feel like because it was such a because they were shorts and because there was only 3 for him, they really did choose the most poignant stories that really capture his character and what led him to where he ends up and everything. So yeah, it was super super fun to see.
Yeah, the Ahsoka stuff, I thought it was good.
Yeah,
But I gotta be honest. I could have lived without it. I didn't really need it. I felt like I needed the stuff on Dooku. You know, I don't know if you
yeah,
feel that way. Maybe you don't, but I mean, we've seen Ahsoka in all different types of situations. We've seen her. We got her in live action. Within the Mandalorian, she's about to get her own show. We saw her plenty in the Clone Wars. I liked seeing Ahsoka, but I loved seeing the Dooku stuff. That was like the meat of Tales of the Jedi. And Dave Filoni, he knows how to do this shit.
yes.
He knows how to do this stuff. And I mean the animated stuff. I'm a little bit shaky on the live action, but he's not as experienced with that. So we'll see. What's going to happen in the future with that show. I'm sure that he will show Ahsoka all the respect and reverence that she deserves. I just hope that it actually turns out being, a decent story in the end. Um, Anything else that stuck out for you with Tales of the Jedi.
Yeah, just on the Ahsoka, I think that I totally agree with you. It was fun to see, and I enjoyed it while I was watching it, but not anything that I had to see. You know, I didn't really need to see her birth, but it was still a fun moment. Um, it did make me more excited for her show and just to, see her character again. It was fun, but the Dooku stuff was really like got me to the edge of my seat. This is Star Wars. So
Yes, that. Oh
yeah,
my God,
especially compared to
exactly.
Andor.
Yes, that's I. This stuff is Star Wars, and I know people are going to be like, "Well, it's because they're Jedi and shit." No, it's not that. It's just a feeling, man. I got all the feeling from this, and I don't really get it from Andor.